Hi everyone, my name is Nate and I just graduated from Actualize Coding Bootcamp in Chicago. I've had a few people reach out to me recently to ask for a video walkthrough of my final capstone project, and now that I've finally caught up on sleep, I thought I'd do exactly that. I've been a cyclist in Chicago for 13 years now, and I've always been curious to know if it's possible to optimize my routes through the city based on air quality. So I decided to build an app called Bikr, and here we are on the home page. It says clean air for every ride. Get started. But before we do that, let's check out the About page. Built with Array of Things, Bikr is a Chicago cycling app that provides air quality information for your ride. It uses Array of Things to keep you up to date on the air you breathe. I went ahead and linked to the Array of Things website, and I won't go over it in detail, but essentially, the Array of Things is a network of nodes in the city that takes all sorts of measurements, including air quality. So you're actually able to ping their public API to get air quality observations for different coordinates in the city. So let's hop back over to the home page and click the Get Started button. And let's go ahead and do our first ride. Let's go from Water Tower Place to Navy Pier. Alright, we can see the route has been mapped. We have our origin and destination coordinates. We have waypoints, which are pairs of coordinates for any maneuver that's required for this route. So anywhere where you would continue straight or take a left or take a right has a pair of coordinates associated with it. We have duration and distance. Let's go ahead and click Get Air Quality. You can see this little marker popped up. And when we scroll down, it says our air quality is bad. It's a Sunday in Chicago right now. There's probably a lot of traffic downtown. You can see our node VSN, which is just the name of the node, is 094. The coordinates of the node and our observations for particulate matter 10 and particulate matter 2.5. All right, now that we see some basic functionality, let's go ahead and sign up. I've got a lot of celebrities in my database, so I'm going to just keep rolling with that. Brad@example.com. Cool, now that we've signed up, it's asking us to log in. All right, and now that we've logged in, it kicks us back to the map. So let's go ahead and do that same route. Water Tower Place to Navy Pier. And let's hit Get Air Quality. We can see the marker pop up again, but now we have a Save Route button. So let's go ahead and save that route. And now let's check it out under My Routes. So there it is, just some basic information. If I had more than one route saved, it would all show up here in a list. You can click on Get, or More Info rather, and it will show you your air quality observations. I can either go back to my routes or I can go ahead and just delete that route. And let's say I'm done and I would like to log out, and that kicks us back to the home page. All right, so that's some of the basic CRUD action. Let's go ahead and take a look at a longer route. So let's go back to the map. And let's bike from Rogers Park to Pilsen. So it's a much longer route through the city. If we hit Get Air Quality, we can see there's a bunch more air quality nodes now that we're pulling information from. So when we scroll down here, first off it says our air quality is bad. Here are all of the node VSNs and all the coordinates, and then we have a bunch of air quality observations, as you can see from this huge list. Now, let's say I want to optimize my route and find better air quality. So why don't we go ahead and just zoom in on a section of the map, and I'm just going to kind of arbitrarily reroute and see if I can find better air quality. There you have it. So if I was happy with this outcome, I'd go ahead and save this route. All right, so for anyone who's interested in taking a little bit more of a deeper dive, this is built using Ruby on Rails for the back end, Vue.js for the front end. I'm using PostgreSQL for the database, and I would say the most challenging part of this was actually I would say getting the node coordinates, like the nearest air quality observations to my route. I didn't realize how much math that would take. So just to give you a sneak peek, in order to get the closest air quality observations, I had to take each pair of waypoints coordinates uh, and compare it against all of the coordinates for every air quality node using the Pythagorean theorem. So that's what all of this code is here. And it just ended up being a little bit more math intensive than I was expecting, but once I got it up and running, it worked perfectly. For future versions of this app, I would love to add live routes where you can actually map your ride using your phone and grabbing GPS coordinates, sending it up to my web app, and analyzing air quality. But that will take a little bit of work. I have yet to get there. So, anyway, thanks for checking out my app.